In the modern world, the phallus is generally a taboo, a symbol of private space, or, at best, a tool for a vulgar joke. To openly display this symbol today would likely lead to a public scandal. Yet, thousands of years ago, in the very lands where Western civilization was born, this symbol was the most overt and most revered expression of life, power, and divinity. The very primal impulse we shy away from discussing was transformed in antiquity into a sacred protector and a god who guaranteed fertility. Tonight, we will examine one of history's most absurd, funniest, and simultaneously deepest beliefs, the cult of the phallus. This cult was not merely a secret rite hidden in the dark corners of temples. It was an indispensable part of every house, every garden, every bakery, and every field across the Mediterranean. Why did ancient people hang this symbol on their doorways? Why did they place phallic amulets around their children's necks for protection against the evil eye? And how did this force of fertility become embodied in the perpetual erection of Priapus, the funniest and most peculiar of the Greek gods? In this journey, we will uncover not just a sexual symbol, but also an ancient reverence and fear for the continuation of life. Let us look past our modern taboos and see how the sacred erection revolutionized the daily life of the ancient world. The most famous face of the Phallus cult is Priapus, perhaps the most peculiar figure in the Greek and Roman pantheon. According to mythology, Priapus was the son of Dionysus, the god of wine, and Aphrodite, the goddess of love. However, due to a curse from Hera, Dionysus's wife, while his mother was pregnant, Priapus was born with a horrifying appearance. He was ugly, yet permanently afflicted with a constant and massive erection. Due to this condition, he was shunned by the other gods, condemned to remain a comical yet necessary symbol of fertility and protection throughout his life. This bizarre state defined Priapus's primary role: fertility and protection. For the ancients, the permanent erection, the most overt expression of sexual power, also symbolized the eternal life energy of nature. Therefore, Priapus was especially the god of gardens and fields. Farmers placed his exaggerated statues in the middle of their plots to ensure a bountiful harvest and to frighten away thieves. The statue's duty was not only to carry prayers for fertility, but also to act as an open sexual deterrent against robbers. Historical records indicate that these statues often bore inscriptions threatening thieves and describing what would be done to them. These inscriptions were usually written in the most inappropriate and hilarious language. In this regard, Priapus is a perfect example of how the ancient world intertwined seriousness with humor. The surprising power of the Phallus cult lies in the fact that it wasn't confined to a divine figure. It permeated every corner of daily life. In ancient Greece and especially Rome, the symbol's primary function was apotropaic, meaning it was a defense against the evil eye. Romans believed the symbol would neutralize evil spirits, curses, and general bad luck. The most concrete evidence of this is found on the thresholds of homes and in the mosaics of public baths. These figures were placed there with the intention of purifying anyone entering the house or the bath from negative energy. Perhaps more astonishingly, the symbol was used for the protection of children. Families would place phallic amulets around their children's necks to ward off bad luck and the evil eye. These amulets were small, detailed bronze sculptures. While this completely contradicts modern notions of parenting and morality, in antiquity, it was a parent's ultimate gesture of love and protection. Even bakers utilized the symbol to ensure the fertility of their ovens and bread. The phallus thus became the patron saint not only of fertility, but also of public health, security, and prosperity. The sacred power of the phallus wasn't confined to the Mediterranean. The world's most ancient civilizations also believed this symbol was the source of life. In Egypt, Min, the god of fertility and harvest, was frequently depicted with an erect phallus. Min represented the power that ensured the continuation of life, especially during times of drought. The rituals held in his dedicated temples were a reflection of the Nile's life-giving water and the productivity of the land. This differed from the Greco-Roman cult. Min was not so much a protector as the direct creative force itself. Traveling further east, we encounter the lingam deep within Hinduism. Symbolizing the power of the god Shiva, the lingam is a phallic column representing the eternal cycle of life and creation. Rituals involving water and flowers are performed in the temples where the lingam resides, indicating its high and abstract sanctity. As we can see, the same fundamental belief that the masculine force is creative and protective found vastly different religious and artistic interpretations across distinct geographies. The phallus, which manifested as a garden gnome-like figure like Priapus in Greece, became a vital agricultural god in Egypt and an abstract form of a supreme cosmic creator in India. The legacy of the ancient Phallus cult lies in understanding how something once considered the most sacred and essential symbol of life has become one of our greatest taboos today. Ancient societies viewed the sexual act and its symbols as life itself. For them, it was sacred because it gave life. It wasn't mysterious because it was ubiquitous. The rise of monotheistic religions and the Victorian moral revolution permanently closed that openness. Sexuality was removed from the public sphere and became associated with sin. Today, even a garden statue can be a subject of controversy. Yet ancient people proudly displayed this symbol in front of their homes. What seems absurd is actually history itself. One culture's reverence for the life force transformed into another's moral shame. This story makes us question not only the past, but also ourselves. Why did we lose this primal and honest connection to the ancient world's life force? What do you think about this most absurd and honest face of history? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to continue exploring history's most surprising truths.